Welcome to the special broadcast on the parliamentary elections on DD India, the great Indian election. This is the ultimate election year as globally more voters than ever in the history will head to the polls. On the show tonight, we take a look at why does Bihar and West Bengal matter in the 2024 elections. Well, one of India's battleground states, Bihar, was the talk of the town in recent times due to its changing political alliances. It accounts for 40 lower house seats, the fourth highest in India. Up next, why Bihar matters.
The eastern state of Bihar has made immense contribution to the country's history. The first pan-Indian kingdom, the Mauryan Empire, was established here, with its seat at Pataliputra, a region adjacent to the state capital, Patna. The national emblem of India was adapted from the capital of the Mauryan Emperor, Ashoka. Two ancient centers of learning, Nalanda and Vikramshila, are also located in the state. During the freedom movement, Mahatma Gandhi launched his first civil resistance movement called Satyagraha in support of indigo farmers in Bihar's Champaran in the year 1917. Post-independence, Bihar emerged as a politically significant state, spread over an area of about 98,000 square kilometers. Bihar has 40 seats in the lower house of parliament, the fourth highest in the country. The state is going to polls in all the 7 phases of the 2024 general elections. The polling dates are April 19th and 26th, May 7th, 13th, 20th, 25th and June 1st. Bihar has 76.4 million registered voters, out of which 40 million are men, nearly 36.4 million are women, while over 2,200 belong to the third gender. Coming to the state's current political scenario, it is governed by the Janata Dal United with the support of the Bharatiya Janata Party. Other prominent parties are Rashtriya Janata Dal, the Indian National Congress and the Lok Janshakti Party. Looking at the 2019 general election results in Bihar, of the total 40 seats, BJP won on 17, while the JDU bagged 16 and the LJP got 6 seats, while the Congress bagged just 1. Amid the polls, all the eyes are keenly observing the volatile dynamics of coalitions in the state, which has always been springing up surprises at the last moment. Election Desk, DD India.
Well, Bihar and West Bengal are two states. When you put together, almost 82 seats are there, or 82 MPs are sent to parliament from these two states. That's why we put them together. Secondly, the eastern part of India, that's also a primary focus. But when you look at the first phase of elections, not many seats from West Bengal or for that matter, Bihar go to polls. From Bihar, 4 seats, from West Bengal, 3 seats. A quick look at the number crunching when it comes to how Bihar in the first place has panned out. This is how Bihar will vote in the 7 phases. You've got 1, the first phase, that's in April. The 2 phases, you will have almost 9 seats going there in the month of April. May, we've got 4 sets there, 15 plus 8, that's close to 23 seats in the month of May. Finally, in the month of June, the 1st of June, 8 seats there. So that completes the list of 40 seats for Bihar. A quick look at the numbers, especially when it comes to the last 2 results. BJP picking up 22 in 2014. That's dipped to 2017. Remember, there was a Gathbandhan here, an alliance of sorts. BJP, JDU, LJP coming together. Put the numbers together, 39 seats that BJP is picked in 2019. If that magic figure of 370 plus that the Prime Minister has spoken about, this has to be retained. That's very important for the BJP to make a mark. Look at the voting percentage in the Lok Sabha elections. 56% 2014, 57%, much less than the national average of 67% of voting that we've seen in 2019. But the Election Commission going full throttle in encouraging more and more people to vote here in the state of Bihar. Assembly elections, the numbers don't change much. RJD picked up 80, they dropped 5 seats. The JDU, there has been a crisscross battle or a crisscross, the Mahagathbandhan, somebody is on, somebody is off, somebody is coming here, JDU moves there. So there has been a lot of arithmetic that's been played here in Bihar, and that's important. Also a quick look at the voting percentage in Bihar, how Bihar has voted in assembly elections. The numbers drop further when you go to the assembly elections in Bihar. 56% in 2015, 56% in 2021. Not much of a change here, but purely in terms of the political arithmetic the state has undergone, there has been tremendous change in the way political parties or Gathbandhans have seen plus and minus take place. Now a look at the candidates there or the alliances there in the first place. This is the NDA alliance. You've got BJP picking up 17, the JDU, the LJP, that's Ram Vilas Paswan's party, Maji's party, Jitendra Maji's party picking up the lone seat, the RML, all put together are that formidable force for 40 seats in Bihar. A look at the opposition alliance on how they have gone about in these elections. That's the opposition alliance. You've got INC, that's the Congress picking up 9, RJD, the primary partner 23, RJD conceding 1 seat compared to what happened in 2019, but RJD picking up 23, CPI ML picking up 3, CPIM picking up 1 seat, VIP picking up 3 seats. There are some friendly contests that you would see in this particular elections, especially when it comes to the alliances, but all in all a formidable alliance, both the NDA and the opposition putting together. Now, looking at the 4 seats that go to polls, remember the AIMIM, that's Ovaise's party, has also projected 11 candidates in the election battle. A quick look at the 3 seats that go to polls in this particular elections, especially when it comes to Bihar. 4 seats in the first phase of voting in Bihar, and that's going to be interesting because those are the 4 seats, which could set the tone on how Bihar votes in this particular election. So that's an interesting battle one would see, especially when it comes to Aurangabad. You've got Sushil Kumar Singh from the BJP, the candidate who's a 2-time winner, retaining that seat for the BJP. Abhay Kumar Sinha from the RJD and Sunesh Kumar from the BSP completing the combination. Remember, as we mentioned, there is a alliance that the RJD has put together with the Congress, and that's interesting. Gaya, another seat that the NDA has handed over to its alliance partner Jitendra Maji, fighting from Gaya for this particular seat. Up next, we have Jamui. This is an interesting seat. Arun Bharti here. This is Chirag Paswan's bastion. Chirag Paswan handing over the baton to Arun Bharti, and the LJP candidate there in the fray. You've got Archana Kumari from the RJD and Sankalp Devdas from the BSP completing the trio of top candidates there. A final look, Nevada, you've got Vivek Thakur, former MOS CP Thakur's son there in the election fray. Shravan Kumar from the RJD, Ranjit Kumar from the BSP complete the election battle for the 4 seats that to go to polls in the first phase. It's an interesting contest that Bihar would throw up. But before we get into the number crunching on how Bihar or why Bihar matters, let's quickly also take a look at West Bengal. West Bengal is the other state that we are focusing tonight. Why does West Bengal matter? Remember, West Bengal has 42 seats or 42 members of parliament that they sent to the lower house. Let's quickly take a look at why or what is important about West Bengal in 2024.
The eastern Indian state of West Bengal has been a hub of history, culture and education. It was also the epicenter of India's freedom movement. Situated along the Bay of Bengal, the state, which shares its borders with Bangladesh, is spread over 88,000 square kilometers Its capital, Kolkata, was among India's first metropolitan cities and also served as India's capital till 1931, when the capital was moved to New Delhi. The geographically diverse state houses hill stations like Darjeeling as well as the Sundarbans mangrove forest in Gangetic, which is home to the Royal Bengal tigers. Home to India's Nobel laureate Rabindranath Tagore and the leader of India's armed freedom struggle, Subhash Chandra Bose. West Bengal is known for its vibrant cultural festivals. In 2023, the Durga Puja of Kolkata was inscribed on UNESCO's list of intangible cultural heritage of humanity. In the 2024 general elections, the state, which has 42 parliamentary seats, is going to polls in all the 7 phases. The polling dates are April 19th and 26th, May 7th, 13th, 20th, 25th and June 1st. West Bengal has about 75 million enrolled voters, out of which 38 million are men, 37 million are women. Over 1,800 voters belong to the third gender community. The state is at present being governed by the Trinamool Congress. Other prominent parties in the state are the Bharatiya Janata Party, the Communist Party of India Marxist, and the Indian National Congress. During the 2019 general elections in West Bengal, of the total 42 seats, the TMC won 22 seats, the BJP bagged 18, while the Congress got 2 seats. Observers are keenly monitoring the 2024 polls in West Bengal, especially in politically sensitive constituencies and areas which have a history of poll-related unrests. Anu Kaushik for DD India.
Well, it's a cracker of an election, and West Bengal, remember, the doors to Delhi, have to especially go through this eastern belt of India, and West Bengal could be one of the crucial states, especially when BJP looks at those magical numbers that the Prime Minister has time and again spoken about. A quick look at the numbers when it comes to the Lok Sabha results. First, the phase of elections, the 7 phases. Every phase you have West Bengal and Bihar being part and parcel to this particular election, Great Indian Elections. In the month of April, 2 seats, 6 seats in the month of April. In the month of May, you've got 8, 7 and 4. That's 27 seats in the month of May. Our final lot, 9 seats in the last phase of voting. That's the 7th phase on the 1st of June. Results, BJP in 2014 from 2 has jumped to 18. The Trinamool Congress, that's the Mamata Banerjee party, from 34 has dropped to 22. If the BJP has to make or take big steps in those numbers promised, these numbers have to change. And political pundits across India talking about West Bengal, Odisha being the states where BJP could make great inroads, including the state of Tamil Nadu and Kerala. Voting percentage, 82% that we have seen in 2014, 81%, high percentage of voting both in Assembly as well as Lok Sabha elections. Assembly election results, not much changes, but Assembly elections clearly indicating that Mamata Banerjee's Trinamool Congress going from gaining strength, especially from 2016 to 2021. From 211, they've backed 4 more. It's the Congress that's lost almost, the grip that it had, especially in the Assembly elections. The BJP, taking big steps from 3 to 77. That's why we are looking at, bigger numbers, especially in 2024. Assembly elections, as I mentioned, high voter turnout in Assembly elections. That's a trend that you see in West Bengal. Our next look at how the alliances would work. Remember, there are no alliances, especially between the BJP, the Trinamool Congress, that's a regional force going alone for all 42 seats. The BJP going alone as a national force in this particular state. So where does the alliance come in? This is where the alliance comes in. The left plus the Congress. The INC picking up 13, the CPIM going in 24, others picking up seats. Remember, the left has a stronghold in West Bengal. That's where Mamata Banerjee wrestled power from the left, and this time around there is cadre-based voting that takes place in West Bengal, and that's where the left parties are looking to capitalize. Now, taking a look at how the candidates in the fray, there are 3 seats in the first phase of polling. Kuch Bihar, You've got MOS Home, MOS Youth Affairs, Nishit Pramanik taking on PR Rao Chaudhary from the INC and Jagdish Chandra Basunia from the TMC. The next seat, Alipur Das, this is Manoj Tiga, Mila Oren and Prakash Chikabarik from the AITC. All the 3 seats that go to polls in the first phase. Something interesting is that in all the 3 seats, it's the TMC that lost or conceded the seats to the BJP in 2019. Can they repeat it again? Because this is going to be where the battle is going to be tough, where the battle is going to be intense, especially between Mamata Banerjee's TMC and the BJP in West Bengal. Well, time for us to slip into a short breather here. On the other side, we are going to get down with our eminent panel and look at the numbers and the big question, especially for the 2 eastern states. Stay with us.
Opposition stuns Erdogan with historic victory in Turkish local poll. Will the defeat force Erdogan to reset his foreign policy? Will artificial intelligence enslave humans? And crypto king Sam Bankman-Fried will grow old in jail. So what lessons should we learn from his conviction? Watch Connecting the Dots to get the full picture every Friday at 8 p.m. IST on DD India.
Well, on the show tonight, time now to get into number crunching and looking at first, before we get into the guest, a quick look at the 3 questions that we have for our eminent panel this night. First, has the NDA alliance got the arithmetic right, especially in the East? Next, will Nitish Kumar and Mamata Banerjee hold away or hold sway over the voters in the East? Finally, our last question for the evening. Is this an end to dynasty or, for that matter, Gunda-Raj politics or not? Well, 2 eminent guests joining us this evening to take the deliberations forward, and that's going to be interesting. First, let me introduce our guest who's joining us, who's with us in the studios. We've got Ashok Tandon, senior journalist, joining us this evening in the studio. It's a pleasure having you here always. Geared up for that big election battle that India is ready for.
Thank you.
Well, also joining us this evening from Kolkata is Pratim Ranjan Bose, senior journalist from Kolkata this evening, joining us on the great Indian election. Let me open the house and get first reactions from Ashok Tandon. Mr. Tandon, has the NDA got the arithmetic right in West Bengal and Bihar? In West Bengal, they're going solo. Bihar, there is an alliance put together.
See, in West Bengal, they've already shown their strength in the last election, 2019, winning 18 seats. It was a remarkable performance by a party which had very little presence in West Bengal in the previous decades together. So I think they don't have to put their arithmetic right in West Bengal. The only thing is, the major challenge before the BJP in West Bengal is not only to retain those 18 seats, but also try to enhance their presence in the stronghold, former stronghold of the left front and now the stronghold of Mamata Banerjee. So I think the choice of candidate was very, very important, and that is exactly what they have done, and they have put their best foot forward. Today's list, which they have announced today, Mr. Ahluwalia has been shifted from Durgapur to Asansol to contest against Shatrughan Sinha. I think this is a very significant contest which we are going to see in the coming election in West Bengal. So I think there is nothing much to comment upon as far as the NDA performance or the preparedness in West Bengal is concerned. But if we come to Bihar, I think the shift of Nitish Kumar, JDU, back to NDA, I think that has sealed the political arithmetic of NDA in Bihar. Because if you see in the last election, 2019 election, JDU and BJP, they fought together along with the LPJ and all that. So, that arithmetic was so perfect.
39.
39 seats. Now, if they were to repeat this performance, this same arithmetic was a must, which they have cobbled together. And mind you, they have not in fact allowed the splinter groups of Majhi as well as Kushwaha to leave the NDA.
True.
So, if they are still with the NDA and they are satisfied with the number of seats which have been allotted to them, and also they have sorted out the LPJ. See, the Paswan, Chirag Paswan has been given a lion's share out of, but the uncle who was very disappointed has also extended support to the NDA. So, the NDA family is intact in Bihar.
Okay, the NDA family is intact in Bihar. Let me get my other guest joining us from West Bengal. They are joining us this evening. So, will Mamata Banerjee's magic, hold sway, especially over the voters, a regional force taking on a national force? How do you see this particular election play out?
If we talk realistically, Mamata Banerjee's, Trinamool's ground is weak.
Okay.
There is a reason. I mean, I'm just pointing at one simple reason. If we look at West Bengal, people say has a long history of one party ruling for too long. But you will see that as with the infomedia boom, the infomedia boom had actually brought the end of CPM. Similarly, Trinamool started with during in the infomedia age, and that is creating a whole lot of difference. I mean, this is just a simple arithmetic that I am placing. The host of corruption charges, the anti-establishment is very high. I can tell you that in the rest, unlike in the rest of the country, in West Bengal, normally the Lok Sabha and the Assembly polls go in the same way. So that way, this is going to be the TMC or anti-TMC vote.
Okay.
I'm not saying BJP and TMC vote. I am saying TMC and anti-TMC vote. And the only critical factor here is how prepared is BJP. Now that it has to fight alone was predefined. But how prepared is BJP when compared to 2019? Between 2019 and 21, what we saw, the state was the BJP unit, state unit I am talking about, was more tight. And there was BJP had a newness in the state, and there was the whole team was a little charged up.
Okay.
But ultimately there was a mess somewhere at the end. But the situation after that has changed a bit.
Okay.
So, in my understanding, if we look at this total vote, I mean, I was calculating today, some 3-4 seats, the infight due to the differences within the party, the BJP's condition, whether BJP will win is a doubt.
Okay, we'll get more reactions on that. Mr. Tandon, looking at the opposition bloc now, how do you see the opposition, putting together those seat arrangements? The RJD announcing 22, giving some to the Congress looking at an alliance with the left in West Bengal. How do you see these two alliances and Congress ready to play second fiddle? Is that a big gamble that a national party is taking?
No, in Bihar, it is Lalu Prasad Yadav who is in the driving seat.
Perfect.
And his party, RJD, was actually distributing the seats. So, Congress and the entire left bloc, which is CPM, CPIM and ML, etc., they have been given only 14 seats.
True.
26 the RJD has kept itself. But if you look at the seat distribution which have been given to Congress party, they are perhaps the toughest seat for the alliance of India Alliance. So, Congress had not only playing the second fiddle, but they are reconciling even to whatever has been allotted to them in terms of seats. If you look at the seats individually, you will find they are very tough seats as compared with the NDA seat distribution. So, in Bihar, I think it is a very compromising position for the Congress party to accept whatever Lalu has given to them.
One quick word from Mr. Bose. Mr. Bose, is that a similar situation that you would see even in West Bengal when it comes to the Congress?
That is an interesting side. If we look at 2019, Congress and CPM made quite a difference in couple of seats. I can tell you 2 seats, Raiganj and Balughat. Okay, they are going in the first 2 phases. This time, Congress is weaker, and CPM is both are weaker. So whether there will be a consolidation towards TMC.
Okay. A quick word. I'll let you have the final word. You'll have to keep it short and sweet.
If you look at the seat distribution among the left front, the RSP, CPI and the forward bloc, they are not happy with the seat distribution within the left front, because they say to accommodate Congress, the CPIM has conceded more seats. They have not even been given the seats which were earlier with the RSP or forward bloc. Both the constituents of the left front are very upset with the seat distribution in West Bengal.
Well, a seat distribution is not something, where, I am happy, all are happy is not possible. I think we'll leave that discussion for another day. Appreciate both of you joining us on this deliberation. I'll ask both of you to stay with us. But let's take a look, at this great Indian election journey that we are doing. This is your one-stop show for on weekdays on all that matters in the Indian elections of 2024. What could be the state that could form a part of our deep dive on Thursday night?
Regional parties call the shots in the Northeast. Will local issues play high over national issues? Will Sikkim, Meghalaya and Arunachal Pradesh go with the tried and tested, or will they look for change? On the Great Indian Election, what are the issues that matter in the 3 northeastern states? On Thursday at 8:30 p.m. IST and 1500 hours GMT, only on DD India.
Well, the Election Commission has been leaving no stone unturned in promoting, especially, or encouraging or creating awareness about voting. Let's dip to Bihar, where young rappers have released a rap song to spread voter awareness.
चलो वोट डाल के आए निकले घर से हम युवा हम बिहार के बढ़ाए कदम वोट डालना है हक हमारा हमें है दम चुने मर्जी से सरकार वोट डालेंगे हम हाँ युवा हम भैया नया जोश है हमारा सही गलत है सब दिखता चलो आगे बढ़े यारा युवा सोच गरम जोश वोट ताकत है भविष्य अपने हाथ में डालो वोट यही नारा लेके जाए के छे आगे बढ़ाना छे कदम बारी एले अपन फर्ज निभाना छे बहिन भाई मिलके वोट देबे आवाज हम उठाबे हम बिहारी कुछ कर जाइए अखनी खून छे गरम रवा डाल दी ना वोट और खोल दी ना गेट वोटर आईडी आधार कार्ड कर ली ना चेक डेट याद रखिए जया होके वाला होई वोटिंग सबसे पहले लाइन में लगी है बेसी नहीं करिए तू ले चलो वोट डाल के आए निकले घर से हम युवा हम बिहार के
Well, on that positive note, it's time for me to say goodbye. But before I do that, I need to say goodbye to both my guests, Mr. Ashok Tandon in the studios and also Mr. Bose there joining us from Kolkata. Well, that's all we have time for in this edition of the Great Indian Elections. That's it from me and my entire team from New Delhi. Thanks for watching. Good night. Stay safe. Take care.